On the ground here, it's Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Jones. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know, you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Tunyon. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll take this from about 4 up to the 46-yard line. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Watkins.
Eagles at 4-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that in.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run with Sanders. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurts.
And he's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Buying time to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. String a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Rodgers again now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Finding space at the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. He's able to find Melton. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Throwing is Hurts. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Watkins downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And again, it's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Credit Chris Barnes rushing in there and hitting him for a loss.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. But what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And they'll indeed take a knee.